Hi, we are here for the next ranking the songs video. We're back with another 2-for-1 special ranking. You already know what it is from the title. I feel like we've been doing a lot of boy groups on this series so far, so we're bringing it back to a girl group. And I feel like from now on, if I do mini albums, it's gonna be 2 mini albums from the same artiste, just so we can keep it as one theme, you know? So without further ado, we're talking about Oh My Girl today. The playlist for the other ranking videos is in the description box. Check the iCard for the previous ranking and whatever other video I choose to put up in there if you so choose. And let's just get into it. So 2015, B1A4's company finally debuted their first and still only girl group at the moment, Oh My Girl. I remember I was very impressed with their debut. I thought Cupid was super strong, and then I loved the 2 B-sides, Hot Summer Nights and Curious. So they've always been on my radar, and the first 3 albums of theirs, solid shit. I'm like, yes. But there was a few blips. After that, I kind of fell off of Oh My Girl. Like, I liked songs here or there, but I wasn't like, these albums as a whole aren't my favorites. But then they came back around again, and since then, I've been very excited every time they say that they're going to come back with music. So the first album we're going to be ranking and talking about is Oh My Girl's 7th mini album, Nonstop. Coming off of Queendom, Oh My Girl came back with Nonstop, which became their best-selling album so far in their discography as of 2020, along with a great number of music show wins. They definitely made a statement. They made a splash. So 5 songs on this album. Short and sweet album. It's 5 songs, you know. Standard mini album length, I would say. So coming in at number 5, we have Culture, Flower Tea. Yeah. The only ballad on this album, and the only ballad to be talked about in this video, you know, on some groups' albums, they have their standard quintessential ballad. Well, to me, this is that type of ballad. It's not one that has really standout musical moments to keep me interested throughout the over 4-minute runtime of the song. The only thing that stood out to me with this song was that getting through the intro, first verse, and chorus, it took almost half the song. And since that was like so long, and then the second verse happened in the chorus, they decided we're not going to do a bridge and we're just going to give you the chorus one more time, which works in some cases, but I feel like this song was very slow, that when they just redid the chorus a second time after the second chorus, it just kind of felt repetitive to me. So because of all those reasons, this is just not my song. It's pretty. It's a pretty song. It's a pretty ballad. It's a pretty ballad. But there's not much oomph to it, you know? So I don't really listen to it that often. So number 5 is Flower Tea. And then coming in at number 4 is Neon, spelled with the O as a heart. Cute, I guess. From the synthy intro to the lyrical melodies, especially in the verses and the chorus, so pretty much the whole thing. This gave me a very second-gen girl group type of song, and I feel like it could have easily been found on any old Girls' Generation album after their first full-length album, like Genie, G.O., that era. This song sounds like it could be a part of it. It was a good throwback to the golden age of K-pop, which I got into K-pop during the second gen with all the great girl groups that were releasing catchy ass tunes. So the feel of this song made me very happy. Like the thumping beat, it's that very standard K-pop beat where it's like boom boom, you know, thumping beat, catchy chorus. It's a fun song to listen to. I do love Sunghee's vocal bit before the bridge. That was a good moment. She has such an incredible voice. Like, definitely one of my favorite girl group vocals. I've seen a few performances of hers. She was on another show where there was like a bunch of other female main vocalists competing and stuff. She did really good. I really liked what she did. I just don't think, compared to the other 3 songs on this album, that this song is all that strong stacked up against those 3. So number 4 is Neon with the heart for the O. Neon, number 4. And then coming in at number 3, we have Crystal. This intro really drew me in. I felt like there was just a lot going on to keep my attention. I loved the strings in the intro. This song sounds like a standard Oh My Girl type of song. Like, it could be found on like a Secret Garden album or on the full-length album. It's just very light, pretty, and catchy, which is something that Oh My Girl is very good at giving us, and a sound that I really enjoy when it comes to girl group music in particular. So I personally really liked the style, the feel, and the flow of this song. Mimi, I want to highlight this part. Mimi has shown us in the past that she can also be a singer. She has a really good singing voice, and I like the parts given to her in this song. Her voice is very unique. In the group, she has a very unique voice, and I think a lot of the girls have very unique voices. They don't sound too much the same. It's not like one voice and then the next person sings, they kind of blend together. They all kind of have distinct voices. And then the ad-libs at the end of this song are the highlight for me. It was like, those ad-libs were very nice. So it started with Hyojung giving us the high note that led into the last chorus, and then there was some more vocal moments sprinkled through that last chorus. Very enjoyable song. Love it. So number 3 is Crystal. That's 3. I almost put up a different number. Oopsies. But I can count. Number 3 is Crystal. Crystal. And then number 2 is Nonstop. I think that this song is very easy to digest. It's simple and not overly crazy with like genre switches and like jarring sounds and sound effects. It's a fun, upbeat dance song that the public could easily get into. I think that is part of the reason why it did so great on the charts, as well as the great performances that Oh My Girl had shown us in Queendom the year before. So I think all of that was like, yes, the public is here for the Oh My Girl. And I think that Oh My Girl deserves the recognition and the success. Although other past title songs of theirs should be given their flowers and acknowledged, like Closer, Liar Liar. I feel like with Closer, they should have gotten at least like a number 1 or something, because that song is freaking fantastic. And if not with Closer, Liar Liar for sure. Come on now, you know? Anyways, I really like this song, especially the chorus. You know, they do the say Jackson, listen on, and then they go, oh na 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 na. I love that oh na 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 part. That is my favorite part of the song. I just think it's so catchy. I think that is so good. I love that part. I think this song played into what their next title song would be. It's just a very easy to listen to, very catchy song, and it really worked. And I love it. It was one of my favorite girl group songs of last year, as from the title songs. Super good. And I'm happy that with this album, they really started getting more popularity, because it took them a minute. You know, this wasn't their first number 1. That happened a few years prior. But, you know, they deserved more recognition, and they got it this time around. So coming in at number 2 was Nonstop. And obviously, you know what that means. Number 1 is Dolphin. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. This song is such a pure, addicting earworm jam of a good time. Right off the bat, you get introduced to the iconic chorus line, only this, it's an instrumental form. The instrumental has a lot of that doom 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 doom. At first I was a little hesitant though when I first heard the song, because the chorus came on and I was like, I don't know, is this really gonna be my thing? It's very different from how the verses and the pre-chorus were going. But after a few listens, I could not get that da 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 part out of my head at all. It was stuck there and it stayed there for quite a while. I was like, oh, da 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 da. So fun. It's just so fun, okay? And then my other favorite part of the song is definitely the pre-chorus. I love the melody of the lyrics in that part, and just the whole sound of the pre-chorus was just so good. And then they gave us a little halftime beat at the very last bit of the chorus at the end of the song. This is another simple sounding song in context, but everything just worked together so perfectly to make such a fun song. Number one off of the Nonstop album for me is Dolphin. So that is the ending ranking of Oh My Girl's Nonstop 7th mini album. So now we're going to be talking about Dear Oh My Girl, the 8th mini album. They have a lot of mini albums. I mean, they've been around for 6 years now. I don't sugarcoat anything. And when I first heard the highlight medley for this new album, Dear Oh My Girl, I was not sure if I was going to like the album. I heard a lot of similar sounding beats, a lot of trap inspired beats, and it made me a little worried that this might be a too repetitive type of album. Like the songs might sound too similar. But you know, you have to hear the full thing and let it simmer a little bit to really make a full final judgment. And thank goodness I did, because this is now one of my favorite girl group albums of this year so far. I think it's just really solid and it's very fun. So coming in, there's 6 songs total for this one. So coming in at number 6 is My Doll. My Doll. My main issue with this song is that it sounds like they added some weird vocal effect on their voices throughout the whole song. But it's especially noticeable in the chorus, and I don't really care for that part. The chorus is my least favorite part of the whole song. The chorus melody is just not my favorite chorus on the album. I just, it went in a different direction than I was hoping it would go when the chorus happened, the melody. And then there's this distorted vocal moment after the second chorus and after the last chorus. That wasn't a good choice for me either. I just thought it sounded too loud and was a little too jarring in the context of things. But the one thing I do like about the song was the instrumental in the verses and the pre-chorus. I thought it was very atmospheric, very pretty in that part. So I did enjoy the verses and the pre-chorus, but the chorus and that vocal distortion part, it just, not for me. So number 6 is My Doll. And then coming in at number 5, we have, coincidentally, this is the 5th song on the album, Who Comes, Who Knows. The vibe of this song is such a groove. It's jamming. It's jamming. I love the feel of this song, and I loved the guitar motif in the verses along with that bass line. Like, it was a very good type of like bass guitar type of line. And then the chorus rolls in and it just speaks to me. And then Mimi's vocal line in the second verse, she sang it and then she ended it with a little bit of falsetto. Wow, it sounded so good to me. I was like, yes, that was such a good moment. And then the ad-libs that were in the second chorus and the last chorus, they was popping off. They was popping off with the ad-libs. And also the instrumental meltdown. I don't know how to say this. I don't know what happens, but it's like in this, before the last chorus comes in, the instrumental kind of did that like, you know, that type of thing. I just thought that was a good touch. It was like, I wasn't expecting it, but it fit, because then it rolled into the last part of the song and I was like, okay, I hear it. Ad-libs though, the ad-libs for me in this song are really what sold it. I loved the ad-libs. They were going off. So number 5 is Who Comes, Who Knows. Who Comes, Who Knows. And then coming in at number four, also number 4 on the album, is Quest. Starting off with the chorus, we love that. I really don't care, you know. If the chorus is good and the chorus is good, repeat it, boo. Give it to us right off the bat. Like, yeah, do what you gotta do. Especially when it's catchy, you know, catchy choruses. I love a catchy chorus. And I loved the lower register vocals that Sungi gave us in the pre-chorus part. I don't really remember her singing in that range before in their song, so I really enjoyed that because it sounded really good. This is such a fun, bouncy instrumental, especially when the chorus comes in after the pre-chorus and stuff. Very bouncy. I think that it might be one of my favorite Mimi raps out of their entire discography. It was very fun, and she like was really flowing with the beat and stuff. I think she sounded really good. I do. Also, Yua got to do the second pre-chorus part with the lower register, and she sounded good as well. And if you notice, when you listen to the song, the melody of the verses and the chorus are pretty much the exact same thing, but it doesn't sound overly repetitive to me. The song still manages to hold my attention, which is a good thing, because, you know, if a song is too repetitive and it kind of shows that it's super repetitive, then, you know, you can kind of get bored easily. But I thought that this was a good song, and it kept my focus from start to the end. So number 4 is Quest. And then coming in at number 3 is Swan. Ooh. More Sungi, lower register vocals. That her part in the first verse. I really love that part. Well, actually, the whole verse is sung in their lower registers, and I think they all sounded really good in that range. And then I loved the build-up and the instrumental before leading us to the chorus drop. I love all the flows. I love the flows. I love the progression of this song. And I just loved the energy of the vocals. And then the chorus comes in, and it's like the instrumental, so you can kind of like wash out in the instrumental. And then Sunghee's voice, she's doing the yeahs and the oh, like that part. I really liked that. I really think that that's one of my favorite parts of the song. Sunghee's vocals. This is the shortest song on the album. It's less than 3 minutes. And the song is also kind of very copy paste, you know. They didn't give us a bridge. They ended it with the second chorus, and you know, that's fine. Lots of pop songs nowadays are doing that. They doing that for the girls. They trying to make it short so people don't be like, this song is too long. Because, you know, back in the day, there was a period in like the early 2010s, especially, when we was getting these pop songs where they would have very long, drawn-out instrumental choruses, and that would make the song like almost 4 minutes. Rihanna's "Where Have You Been, Bill?" And, you know, you're kind of like, ew. I'm sorry. That might be like a hot take, but that song is trash. I'm sorry. Where have you been? Where have you been? Ugh. Sorry, that's neither here nor there for Oh My Girl, but, you know, this song is short and sweet. It's to the point. There's not a lot of drawn out BS parts that don't sound good. So that's part of the reason I like this song. It's catchy and it's super solid. So number 3 is Swan. And coming in at number 2 is Dun Dun Dance. This is definitely one of my new summertime bops. You know, every year there's a groups that release albums and songs where it's perfect for the summer and just ready to have a fun time, even though the weather is too hot to be like cute and whatever. But, you know, right off the bat, when I first listened to the song, I knew that it was winter. I knew that I was going to have the song on repeat for quite a while. Especially when I heard the chorus. The chorus came in and I was like, yes. I love the chorus. When I'm listening to this album in the car, I'm always singing it. The chorus. It's just like, do-do-do. Always. It's such a fun, catchy song. I love it so much. It's so good. You can definitely tell that from the success of Nonstop, they tried to incorporate some of the same style to emulate the success, but they also made sure that this song was not a complete carbon copy, which is part of the reason why I like it so much. It has the same fun, happy feels and same levels of catchiness, but it's still very much its own song. Like, you can listen to Nonstop and Dun Dun Dance and not be like, didn't I just hear this before, you know? But I feel like the feels are very similar, and it's working for them, and I'm here for it. So number 2 is Dun Dun Dance, which means number 1 is Dear You. Something about the second song on these Too Many albums was just the winner for me. Without a doubt, Dear You, for me, all day, every day. One of my favorite B-sides of this year so far. It's such an incredible song. I love that with each part of the song, more instrumentation gets added in until it all comes together in the second half of the chorus. But that vibrating bass part in the first chorus, when the chorus initially starts, is so good. There was a period of time in my life where I was like so obsessed with putting my subwoofer all the way on high, just having the bass rattle in the speakers. And this is like the perfect moment in that song to just have it rattling in the speakers because there's so much bass in the chorus. And then the second chorus comes in and you get trap snares, you get acoustic guitar, some little background vocals, some synths, and it just sounds so good. The second half of the chorus is just so full, and it's just such a jam. It's very magical. It's very magical. I love the chorus so much. It's definitely one of my favorite choruses of the year so far. It's just so good. Song is incredible. I knew after the first listen of this album that this was my favorite song of the album, without a doubt. I was like, yeah, Dear You for me, Dear You for me, Dear You for me. And it stayed that way. So that is the ranking of the Dear Oh My Girl album. I really love it. It's so good. If you haven't listened to it, please listen to it. Please listen to it. Get into it. Get into it. I had a fun time talking about these two albums, Nonstop and Dear Oh My Girl. Here's the ranking for Dear Oh My Girl. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Have you listened to the albums? What are your favorite songs? What speaks to you? What speaks to you? Like I said in the beginning, the playlist for the ranking songs will be in the description box. And as always, I will have a pinned comment that will say, if you have any suggestions for what I should rank next, let me know. I know Pandamon said SF9 wants to X when, and I definitely saw it, and I acknowledge it, and it's coming. I just felt like we needed a break from the boy groups. We needed a break from the boy groups, because so far on this channel, we've done lots of boy group albums, and we've only done IZ*ONE's Bloom Eyes and Red Velvet's The Red Summer, so we need to add some more females into the life, spice it up, because you need both genders to have a good time, okay? I'm just saying, so we are doing it like that. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. And let's just talk about good music. What's your favorite song off of Nonstop? What's your favorite song off of Dear Oh My Girl? I'd like to know. So thank you for watching this video. And this is like glowing. It's like a halo. Heaven's in the background, out the window. No, it's the sun. But I kind of like this angle. I mean, it's cute. I'm not at my desk. My desk is over there. But you can like see my shelves in the background, which right now I'm looking at the 17 just kind of bleeding onto the Day 6 and Astro shelf, and it looks like a hot mess. And the NCT shelf is in a tragic state because there's so many NCT albums at this point. I didn't freaking realize that to collect all of NCT's albums from all their groups, it adds up to quite a lot of NCT albums, and you don't really think about it, but it's a lot. It's a lot. I think I have like 40 almost, if not. But I do like that you can see my shelves because, you know, bitches is getting tired of looking at my drying rack, okay? That's it. Okay. I'll see you on the next video. Bye. Also, Funko Pops. Give us more K-pop groups for the Funko Pops. I just noticed because my BTS ones are down there. Give me an EXO Funko Pop. Give me a Blackpink Funko Pop. A Twice Funko Pop. NCT Funko Pops. Monster X Funko Pops. I want to buy a Funko Pop of freaking Jung Jae-hyun and Na Jae-min. Okay? Mark Lee on it. Give me something. Ki-hyun. Ooh. I would be here for that. Or Baekhyun, or a 17 Funko Pop. Like, we need more K-pop Funko Pops. Funko Pop. Get into it, okay? Okay, now I'm really done. Bye.